Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're heading up to the barn, do an update on the animals. So I've had Rita for a little bit now. We're calling the rescue duck Rita, and it just fits for her. My friend said that name and it kind of just stuck. She didn't have a name when he dropped her off, but she's got a name now. She's Rita the rescue duck. And I just put that pile of hay there that she's picking at to try and give her a ramp up into the pool, because she hasn't been able to step over the lip of the pool to get in, and I feel like she's been trying to. So I'm gonna see if that new hay ramp there is gonna end up getting her into the pool. She's got her water bowl, the feed station with the chickens, and the pool, but she hasn't been able to actually do any swimming like the other ducks. I have the other ducks pool right outside so she can hang out with them, but she's stuck in here because they pick on her. I don't know if I ever got into it on why I rescued Rita here, but she was the last of her flock in my friend's flock. He had 2 ducks and some chickens, and then he had a family of coons come in and just start attacking his chickens day after day. He did get rid of some of them, but he only had the 1 duck left and didn't want to leave it alone. Plus his coop wasn't secure enough to leave her in there. So he asked if I would take care of her and put her with the rest of my ducks, because I have jumbo pecans just like she is. And I thought they would work out, but evidently they're not real friendly with stranger ducks. So she's hanging out with the chickens now, but I'm waiting to see if I can get her to swim in this pool. Hey Regina, hey Bonnie. So this is the box that Rescue Rita sleeps in at night. All the chickens roost up the ladder and on those stall walls, but Rescue Rita sits in this little box. I pull all the eggs out, and I've been waiting to see if she was gonna lay an egg. She was sitting in here this morning longer than she normally does. She didn't go outside when I opened the door, and I think one of these is hers. So she's a little heavy duck, so sometimes she crushes the egg when she sits in there, but we'll just have to forgive her for that. We have 4 chicken eggs, and I think this one is looking a little different. Yes. Yep, this one is definitely not. Yeah, that definitely could be a chicken egg. I don't know. Yeah, it's looking like a chicken egg in the sunlight. So since Rescue Rita arrived, she has not laid an egg. Before she came here, she was laying eggs almost daily, but she hasn't laid an egg since I got her here, and I'm thinking it's because she's not too comfortable yet. So I've been trying to get her comfortable. She has her own box to sleep in. She sleeps with the chickens, and she has her own stall here with all the water and pool. So hopefully any day now she's gonna feel comfortable enough to actually start laying some eggs again. But the hay ramp's working for the chickens, so hopefully it works for her and she can actually walk up in there and get in the pool. We also have the 5 survivors in here hanging out, doing good. We have Dizzy, Rosie, and the 3 mini dots. Come on, Rita, get in the pool. I hear you, Rooster. We have some roosters out there calling. I'm pretty sure more than one of them crows, but there is definitely one that crows more than the rest of them. He has the same sound every time. I've been enjoying it because I didn't have any roosters crowing last year, and now we have these ones that are crowing. We have about 10 more days with them, and then they'll be going to the butcher. They are the meat chickens in the chicken tractor being raised out on grass. And then I also have the other chickens in the bird box that they're getting raised up for egg chickens, and they're also on grass getting moved around. And they have 3 roosters inside their box as well, so hopefully they're going to start crowing here, and we're going to see which rooster is going to be the one that I keep. I might be able to keep more than one, but we're going to see how they do. If they start beating up on the girls, I might have to call some of them and pick one that I want to actually breed with, because I do want to breed the chickens for next year and actually hatch some eggs. So I'm going to have to pick the best rooster for that job. Biggies, you're getting so big. Look at you, Charlotte. Look at you, Wilbur. We went with Charlotte and Wilbur. We did have someone choose Wilbur and I think Babe, but I didn't really want to go there. I wanted to do more of a pairing name, and we do have boy and girl. So I went with Wilbur and Charlotte, and she has a little black spot on her butt that kind of looks like a web, so we'll give her the spider name, huh, Charlotte? Yeah, but your brother here is getting big. I don't know if your brother, but Wilbur here is getting a lot bigger being the male, huh, buddy? And he's definitely been warming up to me. Huh. He's not as skittish as he was. You're not either. You're not skittish at all. You keep trying to eat me. And we have the goats up in their pen. They heard me. What are you two doing? Hiya. Yeah. You got all this space to run around, huh, goats? Yeah, you do. Hi, buddy. How you doing up here? Yeah. They've been running the fence line here, wearing it down. Huh, Flip. You're always calling for me, aren't you? Look at those horns. Her horns are getting bigger. Yes, they are. They're both getting bigger. You're a pretty big goat here. I think he's probably pushing 80 pounds. And she's topping maybe 60 pounds at this point. When she got sick and we had her at the vet, we weighed her and she was 53 pounds. So I think she's been getting a little bit heavier since then. I upped their feed, and right now I just have it in this, I think, 7-gallon bucket. I just have the lid on it to keep the rain out, and I just have their feed in here so they can't get to it. And that's been working out just fine for now. I don't really need anything in the hut because then they might be able to knock it over and then get at it and eat too much. Huh, little goats. Huh, little goats. The enclosure and the barn has been working out great so far. We have a little bit more wood in there than we need, but they're having fun climbing on it. I always see Flop up here standing on the highest point. So that's really nice that they have that to climb on now. And we also have the new custom gate here that we got welded up and painted, and it's looking really nice. I like seeing that up here. What is that? Might need another paint job here in the future, but I think it turned out really well. I didn't even plan on it getting painted, but my dad wanted something to look nice up here, and he helped out with getting this thing done. Don't you stick your head through there. I'm a little worried that Flip's gonna stick her head through these bigger cattle panel holes, because Flop does it, but he doesn't have any horns. So if Flip does it, she might get her head stuck in there, and if she gets her head stuck in there on a hot day, she could get dehydrated. So I don't really want that. I might have to put some 2x4 welded wire fencing across that cattle wire just so that isn't a possibility. But I think Flip's been doing great since her recovery. She's been navigating this new enclosure really well. Me and my dad brought him up here and we didn't have any trouble. She just wanted to stop and eat the whole time. So we finally have some water in the rain harvest tank up here. My pipe actually fell off because I don't have it secured onto the elbow, and my pipe fell off into the tank and I wasn't getting any of the rain collection. So I had to fish that out during one of the storms and try and get that back in place. I just have it kind of propped there right now, but it held it enough so we could get the whole tank filled up in the last couple rains. I've been using it a lot, and I have everything filled up inside the barn. So it should last me a good while, but we're still getting some consistent rains. So we'll have a couple dry days right now. It's 80 degrees, which is really nice, but it's super humid, and you can see we have a ton of fog going on with the smoke going on from the Canadian wildfires. So they're telling us to kind of stay indoors, not spend too much time outside, not do any strenuous activities today because of the low air quality. But I kind of work outside, and I worked outside all day today. Come home, have to do the barn turnover and drag chicken tractors around. But I'm trying to keep it as minimal as possible. Hey ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? These are the replacement flock eggers, doing really well in the bird box. We should have 3 roosters in here, I think. I think this guy right here with the funny face, you get a good angle. Still need to make a latch for this bird box that is actually proper. Hello, ladies. With the blue coaching right there with the big pants on. Right there. Hey, Blue. You're not, I don't want to name you Blue, but you're one of the Blue Andalusians. Get back in there. Stay in there right now. I just want to look at you. Stay in there right now. We have the 3 Blue Andalusians right there, and back there. Hey, Rooster, stay down. Stay down, everybody. All right, everybody. Oh, hey, Pup. How you doing? Trying to get a look at the chickens. We have 3 Blue Andalusians. That one, and that one. They all look pretty much the same. A little bit of shade differences to them. Right there in the center, we have the blue Cochin with the big heavy pants on. Really fluffy chicken right there. I want her to be my friend so I can pet her, but I really haven't gotten in here too much to actually spend time with them. The rooster's not too bad. This one right here, he's an Americana rooster. He's not too bad with me. Whenever he jumps up to the ledge, I'll have the feeder. I used to fill up the little feeder here. Hey, stay in there. Oh. There, that was a nice catch. We're gonna close this back up. I don't want any of them getting out and having to chase them down through the gardens. You probably see all my berries out here and they want to take some. I have a few of them that are ripe. These are delicious. I need to get a little basket and come out here and collect a little handful. I don't have too much, but I have enough for a snack. Anyway, do you see that one in the middle there that has the really long white tail, black and speckled? I think that one's one of the black speckled hamburg one. I think I got 2 of those ones. I'll put the name on the screen. And then off in the middle distance there, the little white one, I believe this little fella is my red-shouldered Yokohama, so he's probably a rooster as well. And then down here, we have the rooster there, that's the Americana. Back there's the red-shouldered rooster, and then in between them we have the funny-looking chicken. I believe he's a rooster too. I think that was the free mystery chicken that they sent me that was unsexed. So I'm assuming he's probably a rooster, but I don't know for sure. But that is the free mystery chicken that they sent me. I really don't know what breed it is. He has kind of a bare spot on his back. I don't think he's being picked on at all, but he does have that bare spot growing feathers real weird. He could be getting picked on. I just haven't noticed anything, and it's not really getting bigger. It's kind of just staying the same. I've been kind of calling him Martin. Haven't really settled on a name with many of these at all yet, but Martin's been kind of sitting in my head with the way this chicken looks. Oh, puppy, what do you think? Does he look like a Martin to you? Look at those lilies behind you though. They're looking good. Yeah, what about, hey, picture time. Gorgeous yuccas blooming too right now. Hey ducklings, you're getting so big. Look at you, Major. I don't know how much I've said it or not, but Major is my new gander. How you doing, buddy? Hey, bud. Hey, you're so fluffy. Come here. They're in this little black brooder that I made out of a culvert pipe here, and it's been working out good. I put a custom lid on it, and the black pipe keeps it pretty warm. So on a day like this, I don't even have the heat lamp on, and you can see they were all spread out doing pretty well. They do run through their water ridiculously quick, but moving them on this grass has been really nice. You can see how much they destroy and mat down the grass. They put down a lot of fertilizer, so I've been moving them constantly, twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, just to get them moved here on the grass and give them fresh bedding and fresh grass to eat. This has kind of become the brooder yard this year, with me putting down the mini coop, the little duck brooder here, and then the chicken tractor has been in this yard, and I'm actually working that right around here past the food forest, and it's gonna mow its way all the way out to the barn. If they stay in there, I'm gonna mow it right up to the barn, and they should be big enough to go with the rest of the chickens by the time they get up there. If I do need that bird box for the ducks or something, I might have to take them out of there early. I'm trying to find a spot for these ducks, trying to actually make something for these ducks to upgrade their brooder because they're growing so fast, and I don't really want to take the other ones out of the bird box. I want to leave them in there and do, like I said, mow them up to the barn. So it looks like I need to make another brooder setup. And these little fellas here need water, don't ya? This is how I've been getting water for the ducks, just out of the top reservoir of the pond, right out of the top of the waterfalls. Coming in, Major. Put a little bit in there. Knock that back on. Come here. There you go, buddy. And what about you two over here in the newly renovated mini coop? Do you need anything, Mr. Peepers and Piper? What do you need? Nothing? You got your food and your water all clean? You're good? You are getting big though. Look at these two. I'm still waiting for one of them to strut to maybe give me a sign of what kind of gender they are. But we're starting to get a little bit of color on him, or I'm gonna call him a him because I still think that's Peepers. But he has a little bit of white on his tail coming out, showing the true colors of these birds. It's gonna be really fun to see these birds change colors. I'm gonna try and get as much video and pictures as I can so you can see the whole transition. Look at that on the wing, it's starting to lighten up. Yeah, you're a gorgeous little bird. Yes, you are. The mini coop has been working out really well after the redesign. I don't really know where I'd be putting these turkey right now if I didn't have this mini coop. And with the new roof and ridge cap and everything, it's been keeping it watertight. I've even been able to keep the little power system out here for the heat lamps in the egg basket here, so we can have nice shelter from the rain and everything. And then I have the heat lamp on this side that I use this little banner that my dad saved, and I just take this and I roll it all the way up and cover this little window here, just so that the rain doesn't blow in on the heat lamp and disrupt anything. It's been working out really well with all these brooders. I just need to make a new one for the ducks because they keep getting bigger. And before they get too big, I really want to get them into the pond and watch them just run around and play in the pond, swim and dive and do all the things that ducks do in water. But actually, mainly, I just want to see if they'll all line up and follow Mumbles in the water like a mother duckling and get a picture of that, because I really want to see that. And I've also been trying to dig a bigger field pond out there where you see all those mounds of dirt and the tall grass, and try and get Mumbles and the other ducks out there into that water and see if I can do the same with the adult ducks. I got more plans than time. Hey, baby turkey, how are you doing? Get the nice security system on the turkey now, and for good reason. Hey, buddy. Hi, why don't you stay in there? That's because they're all jumpers, so we're going to close that back up. They're all nice and safe right now. I already did their water and feed, and they're just getting a little bit bigger. So they still have a little bit of time left in this brooder. They're doing really well. These baby turkey here are the meat turkey. They're going to be harvested in November, so they're almost 2 weeks old now, so they still have a little bit more time in this brooder here before we move them out onto the grass. And I'm thinking I might be putting them out into the culvert pipe brooder when I move the ducks out into a new brooder. That way I'll be able to move them on grass and not have to use any pine shavings bedding, and they'll be able to eat the grass, get all the bugs, and forage like they're supposed to outside. I just wanted to do an update on the animals and show the progress of the little ones growing up. I don't want to miss too much. I want to capture everything so I can look back and see them growing up. I'm trying to get the full progression of the feathering change out on these birds with the two turkey and the ducks as well, because I do have some new appleyard ducks, the silver appleyards, and I want to kind of watch their whole feathering process happen. It's also really cute to watch a goose get its feathers, so if you haven't seen that, that's going to be really fun to watch. That's going to be all for this one. I'm going to do a garden tour for my Nature at Home channel, and if I have some time left over, I'm going to get started on the new bigger duck brooder. So if you want to see that one, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave, and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching. Ow! Fearless guard puppy. What is it now, pup? Is it this piece of grass? Is it a chicken turd? Is that a chicken? Is it a feather? What are you doing? You silly puppy. What was that? What are you doing? Lottie. Alright. Come on. Quit fighting feathers. Look at that smoke. Come on, pup. We gotta put the barn away. Come on, pup. Don't forget to lock up. Come on. Good boy.